All right, so Diddy.
Oh, boy.
This isn't just like another celebrity scandal.
Yeah.
This is a deep dive, and
Yeah.
this is we're going deep on this one. And
Absolutely.
it gets really murky really fast.
It does.
You think you know Diddy, right?
Right.
The guy who went from producing hits to building a business empire.
Yeah.
This indictment paints a whole different picture.
It's wild.
With allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering at its center.
What's wild is we're not just talking about a fall from grace here.
Right.
We're talking about a potential dismantling of an empire.
Yeah.
Diddy's brand has always been synonymous with success.
Yeah.
With certain kind of aspirational lifestyle.
Right.
But these charges, they strike at the very foundation of that image.
Yeah. And the indictment itself,
Reads like something out of a movie.
it really does.
Kidnapping, forced labor,
Wow.
even arson.
Oh my gosh.
But those headline charges,
Yeah.
the sex trafficking and racketeering,
Yeah.
they're on a whole other level.
Exactly. See, most people hear racketeering and think, mafia, right?
Right.
Organized crime. And in a way,
Yeah.
they're not wrong.
Right.
It means there's an alleged pattern of criminal activity,
Yeah.
an ongoing enterprise, not just isolated incidents.
Right.
We're talking about potential life in prison.
Wow.
And then add in the sex trafficking charges with a 15-year minimum sentence.
Right.
The stakes are incredibly high.
It's a far cry from just some bad press or a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
This is serious legal trouble, and you can't help but see the parallels to the R. Kelly case. And it's impossible not to make that comparison. Right. The music industry has a long and troubled history with these kinds of accusations.
Yeah.
But the R. Kelly case felt different, like a turning point.
Right.
The allegations against Diddy, if proven true,
Right.
could very well amplify that shift and force a major reckoning within the industry.
And this is where it gets really unsettling.
Right.
The indictment goes into detail about these things called freak-offs.
Right. And it's crucial to understand these weren't just parties.
Right.
The indictment describes them as
Oh, really?
highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity,
Wow.
often fueled by drugs, sometimes going on for days.
Oh, my gosh.
The implication is that these events were orchestrated by Diddy,
Right.
using his power and influence to pressure women into participating.
Yeah, the article quotes the indictment, mentioning more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and
Oh,
lubricant
my goodness.
found during raids, along with 9 AR-15 style weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone paints a pretty disturbing picture.
It does, and it creates this stark contrast, right?
Right.
On one hand, you have Diddy,
Right.
this larger-than-life figure,
Yeah.
known for his lavish lifestyle. And on the other hand,
Yeah.
you have these allegations of coercion and control,
Wow.
a darker side that was allegedly hidden from public view.
And this is where things get even more complicated.
Uh-huh.
Because back in 2023, Cassie Ventura,
Right.
Diddy's former girlfriend, and an artist he signed,
Right.
filed that lawsuit. Didn't she allege similar things?
She did while that lawsuit was settled out of court.
Right.
The details,
Yeah.
the patterns of alleged manipulation and abuse she described,
Right.
they echo what's being alleged in the current indictment.
Right.
It adds a layer of history to these accusations,
Yeah.
raising questions about a potential pattern of behavior.
So we've talked about the indictment.
Right.
We've talked about, the potential legal fallout.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's impossible to ignore the business side of this.
Right.
Diddy's empire is vast.
Oh, yeah.
It's music, fashion, liquor,
Yeah.
you name it. He's probably got a stake in it.
Right.
What happens to all that if these charges stick?
That's the billion-dollar question,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
His legal team is, trying to do damage control, right?
Right.
Acknowledging Diddy's flaws,
Yeah.
but insisting he's no criminal.
Right.
Let's be real. Even the whiff of these kinds of allegations
Right.
can be devastating to a brand built on image and aspiration.
And it's not like he's catching a break from the courts either.
Right.
He was denied bail, right?
Yeah.
What went into that decision?
Well, the judge pointed to a few key factors. There's Diddy's history of anger management issues, for one,
Right.
and past struggles with substance abuse.
Right.
But what really seemed to concern the judge was the potential for,
Yeah.
and I'm quoting here, crimes that happen behind closed doors.
Oh, wow.
It suggests a fear that Diddy might pose a danger,
Right.
especially to potential witnesses if he were released.
Wow. That's chilling when you put it like that.
Yeah.
And it makes the statements from other alleged victims even more powerful.
Right.
Lisa Bloom, who represents one of the women suing Diddy,
Right.
said it's a big moving day for victims, But an arrest is only the beginning.
Absolutely.
She's right. This case is so much bigger than Diddy.
It is.
It's a microcosm of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
It's a test of whether the ground has truly shifted in terms of holding powerful men accountable for their actions.
I think so.
We have to reiterate, Diddy is innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely.
But the accusations laid out in this indictment are incredibly serious.
They are.
And if even a fraction of them are true, it could have a ripple effect far beyond just one man's career.
Absolutely. This is about more than just legal consequences.
Right.
It's about the potential for systemic change.
Yeah.
For a future where power can't be used to silence and intimidate.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left wondering, will this be a turning point for the music industry? A moment of real reckoning?
Right.
Or will it fade away? Another scandal brushed under the rug?
Yeah.
The answer, like so much else in this case, remains to be seen.